And welcome back, guys, to another 31 Days of Friday the 13th videos here. And today I am back doing Friday the 13th, part 4, the final chapter. And what I'm going to talk with you about today is pretty much just like my memories of that movie growing up, what I like, what I don't like about it. And the one thing I remember the most about it is the cover art on the VHS tape, the mask with the blood and the knife going through it. Really like that the video cover art for it. However, some of you guys may know this already, but if you look at the mask on the cover and then you look at the actual mask of Jason, the artwork is wrong because in part 3, Jason gets the axe through the head, and it's on his left side. So whenever you look on the cover, it's actually on the left side of the cover, which, if in reverse, would be on Jason's right side. So somebody got it off. They got mixed up. They messed it up, and it's wrong. But it's very noticeable if you're a fan of the franchise. And even though it's a really cool cover art and everything, it is wrong. But I always did like it, anyways. But one of the things I remember about it is watching this movie on TNT Monster Vision back in the day. And I used to watch it all the time on there, and I really love it. Still really love it. But one of the things I remember is actually getting to watch the VHS tape later on down the road, and just seeing the full movie uncut with all the extra gore, violence, and nudity and stuff in it. Just made it a completely different movie. One of the most notable things about it is Crispin Glover's dance scene, which is hilarious because he is not really dancing, but I don't know, it's weird. He's just kind of randomly moving his body around. It's very memorable. Another thing is it has Corey Feldman in it playing the character of Tommy Jarvis, which his character kind of is a very important character throughout the franchise, at least in 4, 5, and 6. And just kind of like the history of Jason itself, it kind of leads a big role in that. And I always liked his character in it. I thought the little boy of Tommy Jarvis was very relatable. He loves like mask making and prop making, and I'm not sure if he was like a big fan of horror films, if they made him that way or not. It's not really known. But as a kid, I kind of related to him because of that, because I like Halloween and dressing up for Halloween and movie making and props and buying stuff like that. It's in horror movies and everything. So he was a very relatable character as a kid, and they really kind of emphasized that in the film. And I really like that they made him be the one that in that film kills Jason, which is really cool that they made a little boy be the hero of the film. Yeah, it's got some brutal kills, some very violent kills in it. The scene where one of the guys goes out in the water to check on his girlfriend in the raft, who's already been killed, and he comes back onto the dock, and Jason spears him up the crotch with a spear gun. Oh, it's cringeworthy. It gets me every single time I watch it. Jason runs in the movie. He is very, very fast. He's really violent, and I mean, you can just tell that he is the most brutal that Jason he's been in the entire franchise so far. And I really like it. I think this is probably, I think the Jason in Part 4 is my favorite Jason. Not necessarily the actor who plays him, but the actual character himself. I loved the character of Jason in Part 4. I'll get to my favorite actual Jason later on down the road, but yeah. So Part 4 was supposed to be the ending to Friday the 13th franchise. I don't know if they were just tired of making them or what, but they were going to end it, so they needed somebody to kill off Jason, and they got Tom Savini, who did the special effects for the first Friday the 13th movie. So they had to start with Tom Savini, and they made it to end with Tom Savini. So although we know that it didn't end there, but it was a really cool idea that they had. Joseph Zito, who directed the movie, also did The Prowler with Tom Savini as well. So they got everything that they needed to make a sensual slasher film, and I think it worked so well. It's one of the best Friday the 13th movies in the franchise. I really like Part 4. Now, it's not my favorite film. Like I said, it does have my favorite Jason in it, but it's not my favorite film of the franchise, which I'll get to later on down the road. But this movie for me will mostly be remembered as The one I watched as the edited version pretty much throughout my childhood until probably around like 9 or 10, when I actually got the VHS tape from a rental store. So, because I watched it on TV all the time, every time they ever aired it on Monster Vision or any marathons, this would always air, and just the cover art too. And I just remember that all the kills are just so violent. Whenever he kills the doctor at the beginning, or not the doctor, it's like a nurse or something like that at the beginning of the movie, and he like twists his head around and then uses the saw to cut into it. It's just everything feels very painful. Like every death feels painful, and I really like the look of Jason, and it's. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys like this one? Is this your all's favorite? Because I know Part 4 is a lot of people's favorite in the franchise. So let me know down in the comments whether you like it, whether you hate it, if you think they should end it here or whatever. Just let me know in the comments down below your memories and thoughts on Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter. See you guys.